It is 6:49. This is your morning in 8 minutes. Taking a live look this morning after two military helicopters crashed just across the Tennessee-Kentucky border. This is a live look this morning. Officials at Fort Campbell say two Black Hawk helicopters crashed during a routine training mission late last night in Trigg County, Kentucky. On Twitter, Governor Andy Beshear says fatalities are expected. We're waiting to hear from officials this morning. We will let you know as soon as we get new details. Meanwhile, 5 Cocke County inmates are recovering this morning after the sheriff's office says another inmate snuck drugs into the jail.
Cocke County officials say nurses, along with several first responders, administered 20 injections of Narcan. Nobody died, but 3 of those inmates were taken to the hospital for observation. Investigators say a woman inmate brought in the drugs and hid them in an area that security couldn't detect. The sheriff's office says they're waiting for a grant to process in order to install one of those scanners in the jail. And this comes as the FDA approved over-the-counter sales for Narcan. The life-saving device can now be sold in big box change, vending machines, supermarkets, gas stations as soon as this summer.
Right now, we're continuing to follow the latest details out of Loudoun County this morning after a deadly house fire. The sheriff's office says one person is dead after a home caught fire in the 2300 block of Martell Road last night. Fire investigators are now working to figure out how it started. And new this morning, Knoxville fire crews are trying to figure out what started 2 fires overnight. One happened at a church near downtown. While you were sleeping, crews put out a fire at the church on Beaumont Avenue. The building is destroyed. Crews say they don't know if it was vacant or not, but do believe someone was illegally living in that basement. At about the same time, crews were called to a house fire less than a mile away on West Baxter Avenue. Crews believe this home is vacant, but again, someone was living inside illegally. No one is hurt in either fire. Right now, we're working to find out if anyone's charged after a shooting inside a West Knoxville gas station. KPD says 2 people started fighting inside the Bread Box gas station on Middlebrook Pike, which led to the shooting. Investigators believe no one was shot. Police detained 1 person at the scene. Bearden Middle had to be placed on a brief lockdown, but that was quickly lifted. Today is day 3 in the trial of 2 suspects charged in the shooting death of Austin East student Stanley Freeman Jr. Today we'll hear more from a witness with TBI explaining more about the weapons they believe were used to kill Freeman. The state will be presenting the cell phone evidence as well. Our cameras will be there inside the courtroom bringing it to you live. You can catch it all inside the WVLT News App and on our WVLT Facebook page. Crime Stoppers continues to ask for your help to find these missing teens. Officials say Alexis Franklin and Allyria Donegan both were last seen on March 22nd on Division Street in West Knoxville. Crime Stoppers says if you see either of them, call 911. And the Nashville community continues to mourn the 6 lives lost during the Covenant school shooting. A candlelight vigil was held last night. First Lady Jill Biden was there to represent the White House. We're also learning more about what happened that tragic day. A city official says the head of school, Catherine Kuntz, may have confronted the shooter, who is believed to have entered the building while Kuntz was on a Zoom call. Nashville police are still trying to determine a motive for Monday's shooting, though they say they believe the suspect had other planned targets across the city, including a local mall. And parents around East Tennessee are trying to take school safety into their own hands. South Knoxville Elementary was awarded grant money that would only pay for half of the cost for a new security waiting area inside the building. Parents started to GoFundMe to help cover the remaining cost. KCS says that they're aware of the gap in funding. They plan on working with the school to address security concerns. We're following new details this morning. Johnson & Johnson stopped its development of a vaccine to treat RSV. The shot was ready to move to late-stage clinical trials. It was being tested to see if it could prevent the potentially serious RSV disease in adults over the age of 60. The company says it stopped the trial to refocus its portfolio after an assessment of the RSV vaccine landscape. WVLT, proud to be your official station of the Vols. It's the biggest test. Practice keeps on rolling this morning for the Tennessee football team. After practice, dozens of top coaches and scouts from the NFL will be in town for UT's Pro Day. Several players like Jalen Hyatt, Cedric Tillman, Darnell Wright will be taking part in drills to show off their skills one more time before the NFL draft.
Our sports team will be there today. They're going to bring you all the action tonight on WVLT News.
And Knoxville is set to be busy again this weekend. Thousands are expected to attend this year's Big Ears Festival. It starts today. It's a 4-day festival featuring artists playing in nearly 200 shows across 12 venues in town. Right now, organizers are expecting about 7,500 people to attend Big Ears each day. It starts today. It runs through Sunday.
There's going to be a whole lot of people around downtown this weekend, but hopefully it's clear right now. Let's check with Whitney.
That's right, Harry. It is looking good as you head out on this Thursday morning, but as you mentioned, it is going to be a very busy weekend with road closures all around downtown Knoxville, including on I-40 right over the 17th Street Bridge. That's supposed to start Friday night, go through Monday morning. You can expect closures on 40 east and west with delays on 275 and Alcoa Highway. There are also supposed to be road closures on 275 from 640 to I-40 in place Friday night through Monday morning. So expect plenty of delays this weekend.
Your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley.
Almost 6:56 now as we step out the door this morning to frost. Just remember, tomorrow morning at this time, I'll be tracking rain headed this way. Now, I do not have Friday under the first alert weather day. I wanted to break down this timing because the first thing that arrives is some scattered rain, isolated storms. Tomorrow's gusts around 20 miles per hour, but those wind speeds double tomorrow night. In the line of storms, so highlighting the main risk for some stronger storms, 2 to 8 a.m. Saturday. So right as we get into sunrise, the sky's clearing. The problem is those winds just jump right back up into some 40 to even 50 mile per hour winds. So basically we could have two opportunities for damage in the storms and after the storms with your first alert weather day focused on Saturday. So for now, yes, you're in the frost advisory. It's 37 Knoxville, 32 in La Follette, 34 Crossville, 33 Townsend. It's a beautiful clear morning and a great day to get outside. Can't stress that enough. We're actually going to warm up a little bit faster today. We'll be in the upper 50s at noon, high at a 69, and then again, the warmth comes into play with more of those winds. So we'll walk through that timeline of those storms at CW on that.
All right, Heather, thank you very much. We're headed over to WBXX. We hope you have a good Thursday.